ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनन्दनान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्णकरुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधा कान्त नमोऽस्तुते तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिन्निति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणि प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. So I welcome all of you for today's session. So in yesterday's class, we discussed till sloka number 16. What is the system given for people in this Earth planet? Particularly, the Shastra is meant for human beings. It's not meant for the Devatas, or and also it's not meant for Asuras. That means, of course, Devatas, they cannot focus on bhakti because they have too much sense gratification. And Asuras also, they cannot focus on bhakti and also spirituality because they are also too much ignorant. So, because of these reasons, those bodies are not so conducive to for practicing spiritual life. So, and this Varnashrama Dharma, and also that means producing the food from the rains and by that maintaining the body. So, this is the system of for the what? For the humans on this earth planet. And that too in this Bharatavarsha. This is the system is given. But for the Devatas, there is there any need to cultivate? So are they are going to work hard to produce the grains? No. They have without doing hard work, just there is no need to do karma in the case of Devatas body. Also, there is no need of do karma in the case of Asuras. There is no that system. They always enjoy. They have everything. Devata's body is meant for the enjoyment, Sarga. Okay. And people who are in the Naraka, their body is meant for suffering. So, remaining all places are like there is no karma. So, but this is whatever is explaining by Krishna is meant for whom? It is meant for the humans. The karma is there in the only earth planet. So, yagna karma samudbhavaha. Yagna comes from where? Yagna karma samudbhavaha. So, this is the thing he said. So, that's why humans also how should they should live? They should live by producing the grains. That is the only the main business of the people. They should produce the main business of the society. For protecting that grains and people, Kshatriya is needed. And to practice, what is the purpose of maintaining the body and protecting the body? To realize the absolute truth. That's why Brahmanas are needed. Brahmanas are going to guide society. So everyone in the society is going to practice spiritual life. Brahmanas guide them actually. And what about the Sudras? They are going to help other three Varnas. Like this, the whole society's goal is Vishnu Haritoshanam. अतः पुण्यश्रेष्ठ वर्णाश्रम विभागशः स्वनिष्ठितस्य धर्मस्य संसिद्धिर हरितोषणम. For pleasing Hari, the whole society is there. But whoever is not going to do and they are doing karma and they are enjoying, then they are karmis. That is deviated society. So whoever is not at all doing karma and trying to enjoy, they are vikarmis. We are more fallen. So Krishna is explaining about karma. This is the way we should live. If we go in another way, then that is vikarma. Vikarma actually. And devotees has to set an example to the society. Devotees has to set an exemplary life. Whatever you are seeing this present situation and present society is not the authorized society. Otherwise it's not authorized way of living the life in this material world, in this earth planet. So by seeing the unauthorized way of living, devotee should not get deviated and should not feel that, oh, this is the way of life, and so what can I do? I should also follow like them. No, you have to create an exemplary life, show an exemplary life. That is our duty actually. Next, yastvatmaratirev syat. Sorry. यस्त्वात्मरतिरेव स्यात् आत्मतृप्तश्च मानवः आत्मन्यैव च सन्तुष्टस्तस्य कार्यं न विद्यते. If someone is fixed in Atma, whose consciousness is dwelling in Atma itself, consciousness comes from where? Consciousness comes from, emits from where? Consciousness emits from Atma. And if someone is satisfied in dwelling in Atma itself, and his consciousness is not entering into the vrittis of the antakarana. So then, atmanyeva tushta, he will be getting happiness through atma. Tasya karyam na vidyate. Then for that person, there is no need to do any karma. There is no need of any nishkama karma yoga. Nishkama karma yoga is for whom? Nishkama karma yoga is for those who didn't realize themselves as soul. If someone is realized that, then what is the need? That means his heart is purified. Because of the purified heart, he is able to see himself. Like heart is like a mirror. So clean mirror will reflect the bimba. Similarly, the clean heart will reflect. So soul as soul. Otherwise, if heart is unclean, then one cannot see himself. Like they once staying in the dark room, he is covered with the avidya. So that means at that time one cannot see himself. But when one do nishkama karma yoga, then what will happen? This avidya is removed. Because of that, so one is able to see himself as Atma. Then what he has to do? Atmanyeva tushtaha. If he is happy in dwelling in Atma itself, then what is there? Is there any need for him to do karma? There is no need to do karma. That is the point he is saying. Atmanyeva tushtaha. 1 second, wait. Oh, acha. Everyone thinking that today is Sunday and let me send me invite link. Why people are not coming that time? Uh, Tadevam Nishkamatva. What I want to show in the board now. This is Atma. When it is covered with the avidya, that means it is covered with the darkness. Then it cannot see himself. Atma cannot see himself, cannot understand he is Atma. Like in the dark room, you cannot see your body. Can you see his body, your own body? You cannot. Similarly, Atma. But when this Atma is covered with the Vidya, that means when you do Nishkama Karma Yoga, then it is covered with Vidya, then it can see itself. Like when light is there, you can see yourself or not. Yes, it can see itself. So this is the thing. तदेव निष्कामत्व असामर्थ्ये सकामोपि कर्म कुर्यात् एव इत्युक्तम्. Yes, that means someone who is not able to do Nishkama Karma Yoga, they should do Sakama Karma. Someone who is able to do Nishkama Karma Yoga and become perfect, then he doesn't need to do anything. Yastu Suddhanta Karnatvat Gnana Bhumikarudaha Satu Nityam Kamyam Cha Na Karoti Ityaha Yastu Iti Dvapyam Atma Atma Ratir Atma Ramo Yatah Atma Triptaha Atmanandanubhavena Nirvrataha. So, in our diagram, you can see, yeah, if someone is not able to do Nishkama Karma Yoga, then they should do Sakama Karma. This is the Sakama Karma area. Karmis means Sakama Karmis. They do karma and expect the result, and they eat, they enjoy the result of that. But that is not higher position, that is lower position. So that is being explained. This area is being explained till now. Karmis. From where? From sloka number from Sahigna, from the sloka number 10, 11, 12, like this total. How many slokas? Uh, Saptabhi, 7 slokas. So from 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 till 16, 10 to 16. These are all Sakama Karma Yoga till 16. This is Evam Pravartitam Chak. That is, these 6 slokas are telling about which area of the our diagram. This area. You can see my cursor. So people, they do karma. That means they worship demigods, they get whatever they want. And they offer to the Lord. Sorry. They enjoy. They offer to them. If they don't offer to them and eat, they are thieves. And if offer to that devatas and eat, then at least they are sinless. This is the karmis. Karmis. But our point is what one has to do Nishkama Karma Yoga. One has to do Nishkama Karma Yoga. So difference is what Karmis and Nishkama Karma Yogis. Nishkama Karma Yogis also do their duties. Karmis also their duties. That means Varnashram system is there in the Karmis society also. Varnashram system is there in the Nishkama Karma Yogi system also. What is the difference between these two? This category and this category. Nishkama Karma Yogis, they do karma. That means according to their duties. Like Brahmana will do Brahmana duty, Kshatriya will do Kshatriya duty. So, but what is the Karmis world also? Varnashram Dharma is there. Difference is Karmis, they enjoy the result of their dharma. That's Artha, and Artha, from that Artha, sense gratification. But Nishkama Karma Yogis, they do dharma, whatever result comes, they give that to the Lord. They offer to the Lord with mood of renunciation. So they give it to the Lord. So then, whose consciousness? This Nishkama Karma Yogi's consciousness is good. And by that doing continuously, what will happen? Their heart is purified. And they can realize themselves as soul. That means now their heart is purified, means they entered here. They come here. Yes. So that's why this sloka yastu atmarati yastu atmarati reva. This is 17th sloka. This sloka is telling about whom? This sloka is telling about this area actually. This here. That means they already perfected themselves through Nishkam Karma Yoga and able to realize themselves as soul and dwelling in that soul. Then for them, no need to do any karma. No need to do any karma. Finish. Okay. They don't need to do any karma. So you should understand the connection between these slokas. If you see from beginning, in the beginning what is said, Arjuna, you cannot stay without working at all. At least you should, to maintain your body also you should work. And you are always impelled by the motion, you have to work. So if you don't work and just left the karma, then what will happen, Arjuna? You will become a mithyachari. Without purification of the heart, you simply left by seeing the Gnana Yogis. You also try to imitate them and left the work. Then you will be mithyachari. Don't become like that. Compared to him, someone is working as Nishkama Karma Yogi and he has purified his consciousness and he is not at all seeking any result, but still he is working. Then that work is not going to bind him. And that kind of person is better than the sannyasi who left karma without purification of the heart. Who is better? Grihastha is better than the sannyasi who left the karma without purification of the heart. Like that he said. Then after that, he started saying the principles of karma principles. Karma principles he started explaining. Yes. So Nishkama Karma Yoga, before that, Nishkama Karma Yoga. That means this area he started explaining. Now once again he's coming back. If someone is purified his heart, then he is entering into the Jnana Yoga. Okay, is it clear? So who will explain? Raise the hand. What you understood? In simple words, still are you feeling confused? Bhagavad Gita. Tell me. Yes, Gayatri Mataji. Continue.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam.
Yes.
Prabhuji, I'm audible?
Yeah.
Prabhuji, you explained that if one is doing karma with pure consciousness and expect nothing, is far better than one who has left the society such as sannyasi. So he is far better. Uh, and if one without a purifying heart enters in the or leave his karma, he will be called as mithyachari. Because without doing nishkan karma, the heart won't be purified. And if he leave that karma, so he would be called as mithyachari.
Hmm.
And with pure consciousness, if one is doing karma without expecting anything else, he can be entering Jnana Yoga.
What is it? Nishkam Karma Yogi means? Can you repeat the last line? Last line. Repeat.
If someone Nishkam Karma Yogi, if one is doing this prescribed duty without
Uh,
expecting anything else,
uh,
he is qualified to entering Jnana Yoga.
yes. Nishkam Karma Yogi who is able to maintain consciousness. What kind of consciousness? So even the
Pure,
success or failure. Pure means what? Pure word is not so easy word. It's a vague
Chitta
word.
Pragya.
No, no. So the prajna is top. Nishkam Karma Yogi and Siddha Prajna they are different. Successful Nishkam Karma Yogi and Siddha Prajna are not equal. By doing Nishkam Karma Yoga, what happens? If you become, what is the consciousness? If someone is perfected himself in Nishkam Karma Yoga, what is his consciousness? I am asking in the diagram, if someone is become perfect, that means he passed this class. You take this is the class 1, class 2, and this is class 3. So someone became successful in class 2 means what?
He is qualified to enter in class 3.
Means what is his consciousness? Is he Sthitaprajna? Sthitaprajna is here. Here.
Mm.
Who have perfected in themselves in Jnana Yoga, they are Sthitaprajnas.
Okay.
And qualified in, that means one becomes successful in Nishkam Karma Yoga means, it doesn't mean that he reached here. He has to travel this much path. Then he will be here. So then what is the consciousness
Okay,
of
Prabhuji.
successful person in Nishkam Karma Yoga? How it looks, how he behaves. I want that. Can anyone explain? Huh? Nobody is there. How his consciousness looks perfect in Nishkam Karma Yoga means. Sonia Mata, yes.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada.
Yes.
Yeah, the Prabhuji, the one who is successful in his Kam Karma Yoga will see himself as a soul.
And
So he will enjoy in the, like he will dwell into himself only.
and
Then he will start the Gnan Sadhana to progress further.
and Nishkam Karma Yoga, even if he works, how he
Yeah, it will the work will not bind him, even if he
yes,
works.
and and how he see the
results
result.
to
Yeah, is that?
Uh,
Yeah.
he is not attached to the result. He will offer the whatever the result comes from the Niskam Karma Yoga, he offers that result to the Lord.
Okay, that is the anyway. He offers everything to the Lord. And one more point, just I am adding, he will not be affected by either success or failure, whatever it comes. Samaya krutva labha labho Jaya Pajayo. He will not see difference between the success and failure. He tolerate both. Tolerating capacity he gets. But what is the consciousness of Sakama Karma here towards the result of their work? How he reacts? Tell me. Sakama Karma Yogi, how he reacts?
He will get the pain and pleasure of whatever the
Ah.
outcome from the karmas will come.
He get the pain. If there is a loss, he will get pain. If there is success, he will be overjoyed. This is a fruity mentality. That mentality is now completely gone. By what process? By
Nishkam karma yoga.
Nishkam Karma Yoga. By Nishkam Karma Yoga now. That is gone means what? Heart is purified. But still what he has to achieve? He has to control his senses further. And he has to leave his attachment for his wife and children and everything. And he has to able to maintain his dhyana on Brahman. Further is there. Further spiritual progress is needed to realize himself as Brahman. Yes? Yes or no? So that's why he has to travel this path. When he travels, then he will become Sthupata. This is not complete. This is only by passing in Nishkam Karma Yoga means not affected by the results and able to realize himself as soul. Swatma Vishaya Jnanam. He gets. But he has to stop his senses not to go on what? On sense objects. He has to stop all this, everything, all the senses. He has to control his mind. For that, he will be doing the various practicing jnana sadhanas. Then he will completely in the samadhi. That is known as what? Samadhi on Brahman. That stage is known as what?
Sthita prajna.
Sthita prajna. So then after that, with the amount of little bhakti, he'll go and merge into the Brahman. He will merge into the Brahman. This is being said till now in all the second chapter and third chapter. Is it clear for all of you? What is said till now? Switch on your cameras.
Yes, Prabhu. It's clear now.
Thank you. Okay. I think many are in different countries and also different time zones. Taking so much pain, all of you.
No. No.
To attend this class. Anyway, no problem. So it's very simple. You should be clear with each sloka. This sloka is telling about this area of the diagram. I only focus on that thing actually. At least they should know Bhagavad Gita as a spiritual practitioner. That is my just desire. At least few students, if they are able to know, there should not be any confusion actually. Krishna is explaining some process, and that means what he is discussing. That understanding we should have. We should not mix the things. So that is my endeavor. Please help me actually in this. That means what is our expectation? Our expectation is Krishna's. At least they should become Sakama Karma Yogis. Who are there? One more is out from the karma. You can make like this. These are the vikarmis. Very dangerous people. They exploit the nature and enjoy. Our present society is vikarmi society. Vikarmis. Apart from this, it means apart from doing the Vedic activities and offering that to the Lord and Vedic activities and getting the required things and enjoying. If one is not doing means all other all vikarmis only. They are in the vikarma world. That means remaining people are who are not following the Vedas. They are all vikarmis. Next sloka. 17th little bit is there. So that means one he is become successful in Nishkama Karma Yoga means he is able to realize himself as soul. Then what is needed? What is the need of doing karma? They don't need to do any karma. He leave the karma and he take the sannyas. That means he comes here, takes sannyas. He takes sannyas. So outside people how they think, hey, he left karma, how will maintain body? People who are here, for them, so one should do the karma and earn money and maintain the body. But people who left the karma, how they maintain body? Even if they do, yeah. So that you should understand. Someone who left the karma and practicing jnana sadhanas, they can maintain the sannyasis just whatever the alms they get. With that they maintain. So yes, they will be begging actually a little bit to maintain the body. There is also so many rules in sannyas. So they should not ask more than 3 houses. In that, in those Whatever he gets, he has to offer that too also to the different living entities, and different portions has to be given to the different people, and then finally whatever remaining is there, that much only he should eat. So like this, you can see so many rules and regulations they follow. Gnanis, they follow several rules and regulations very strictly so that they can control their senses completely, not to go to on sense objects, and also try to leave all the desires. When they leave all the desires, sarvan mano kaman manogatan, prajahati sarvan kaman manogatan. If they become successful in leaving all the material desires completely, so they are now in the sthita prajna state. And also, they are not affected by cold or heat or anything. So completely tolerant to the cold, heat, hunger, everything. Then he is sthita prajna. Yeah. Our path is this path. Our path. We go this way. We travel. Our things will come in the 7th chapter. What to do? And this is for the Gnanis. Nishkam Karma Yoga and Gnanis. बहिर्विषयभोगेऽपि किञ्चित् निर्वृतः भवति न स्वात्मनि निर्वृतः. So next, नैव तस्य कृतेनार्थो नाकृतेनेह कश्चन न चास्य सर्वभूतेषु कश्चिदर्थव्यपाश्रयः. नैव तस्य कृतेन अर्थः, तस्य कृतेन न अर्थः. So अकृतेन कश्चन प्रत्यवायोऽपि यस्मादस्य सर्वभूतेषु ब्रह्माण्डस्थावरादिषु मध्ये कश्चिदपि अर्थाय स्वप्रयोजनार्थं व्यपाश्रयः आश्रयणी न भवति. So that means whoever is becoming perfect in Nishkama Karma Yoga, so now he doesn't need to do any duties. Like he is a Brahmana. Now if he is not doing the Patan Yajan Yajan, he left that and he has become sannyas. So now Patan Yajan Yajan is that these things, what are prescribed duties, he stopped. A Kshatriya, ruling the kingdom, he left that. Protecting the people, he left that. So if he left that, will he get any sin? No, he will not get any sin. No pratyavaya. Na krutena. So akrutena na phalam. It means there is no sin. And even if he does, he realized himself as soul, still if he is doing the karma, so whatever result is coming, will it bind him? It will not bind him. So karma's result will bind then only when we desire that result. Then only it will come and bind. Otherwise, it will not bind. If you don't desire the result of the karma, that will not bind. But just to leaving that, it is not going to go away from you, that result. But it should be offered to the Lord. It should be offered to the Lord. Nishkama Karma Yogi does work and result he offers to the Lord, not just leaving. Just leaving means it is not going to, stop binding. So that's the point he's saying here. So even if one doesn't do their prescribed duties, there is no sin. Because now they don't have any debts. All debts are over. There is no need to do any 5 yajnas. Brahma yajna. And also Brahma yajna, Bhuta yajna, Pitru yajna, Homa, Deva yajna, Indra yajna. There is no need. But when he is Sakama Karma Yogi, at that time he has to do. But now there is no need. He became successful in karma, and that's why he doesn't depend, he is not debted to anyone, and he is not dependent on anyone. He is now dwelling in his own self. As per his prarabdha, that means matured karma, he will get in the further food, and he may not get and he may get, but he will never bother for it. It's a very extraordinary state. It's not so easy. So that's he said. Kaschidapi arthaya means swaprayojanartham. For his own sake, now he is not at all dependent on anyone. No, he is not dependent on anyone. So he left the home and he left the wife and children. Is there any sin? No sin. यथा वासुदेवे भगवती भक्तिम उद्वहताम नृणाम ज्ञान वैराग्य वीर्याणाम न कश्चित् व्यपाश्रयः इति. So whoever is getting this kind of jnana and vairagya, so they are not dependent on anything. Vyapashraya means artha. Vyapashraya means dependence. Vyapashraya means what? Ashreyaniya na bhavati. Ashreyaniya. Vyapashraya means ashreyaniya. That means he is not dependent on anything. And he is not obliged to fulfill any kind of duties. So protecting the wife or protecting the children, gone. All the obligations are gone. He is not dependent on anyone. Or he is not binded to anyone. Tasmad asaktah satatam karyam karma samachara asakto hyacharan karma paramapnoti purusha. So that's why one should do karma, nishkama karma, to get such a independence. If you want to get independence from the karma, then you have to do nishkama karma. That means he should do karma, his duties, but without any attachment. Asakta. Therefore, Arjuna, you also should fight. My dear, you should fight. You fight and without any expectation of the result. Don't desire for the result. Ma karma phala heturbu. That means you should not become the cause for the result. That means when one can become the cause for the result, if you desire that result. Now stop desiring and do your karma. And offer that to me, whatever result comes. So many people think, So how we should do the offering? Like how you are doing the offering, the same. So, but we do offering with the love, they do offering with the detachment. That's all. Whatever is coming, they should everything offer to the Lord. And what amount of the remnants they take? Only to maintain the body. Just to maintain body, they take the some portion of that. And they are developing internally completely asakta, detachment. And also tolerating capacity. Neither agitated or not excited. So this kind of consciousness has to be maintained. That is known as Nishkam Karma. Again and again, Krishna is just repeating. Second chapter also he said same thing. Third chapter, fourth chapter, fifth chapter, sixth chapter, last part, all the places he says same thing. Arjuna, you should fight, but you should fight without any attachment for the results, without any desire for the results, but you should fight. By doing like that, you will be realizing yourself as soul, and further you should practice. That means in the coming chapters, till in the sixth chapter especially, he will explain how to travel from here to here. In brief, he explains from down to Bhumika, down to ground to top floor. Is a top floor. That he will explain. So that's why if you summarize 6 chapters, it will take only 2 hours actually. You only 1 hour or 2 hours message only you will be getting actually in all the 6 chapters. 1 hour also it will not take. But always you'll be seeing the repetitions only. Okay. Only this left side wing of this left side part of this diagram is explained. Nothing else. Do Arjuna your duty. You should fight, you should fight, you should fight. Without any attachment for the result. Next. So Arjuna, Krishna is instructing Arjuna. Arjuna, do Nishkam Karma. Now you don't have eligibility to leave karma and feel yourself as grounded here in the Jnana Yoga. No, don't feel like that. Do Nishkam Karma. कर्मण्येवेहि संसिद्धिम् आस्थिता जनकादयः लोकसंग्रहमेवापि संपश्यन् कर्तुमर्हसि. He is giving one more thing. Hey Arjun, even if you think yourself reach to the ground level of Jnana Yoga, this is the ground level. It's a ground level and this is the top level of Jnana Yoga. If you feel yourself situated in the ground level of Jnana Yoga, but still work, yeah, still do fighting. He's giving the one more reason actually to fight. What is that reason? Loka Sangrahartha. To one second. Loka Sangraha. To set an example, you should do. To set an example. Even if you feel you are here, what you should do? You should do your Nishkam Karma. What is the wrong? Even if you do the karma, the result is not going to bind you. But you can set an example to the society. Otherwise, now you are leaving your fighting activity and you are going and taking sannyas and you are, because if you assume yourself as qualified that you are situated in the ground level of the Jnana Yoga. So, but people also will follow you. They are not qualified like you, and they will also stop their duties. They will also stop their duties. They will say, Arjuna, Pandava, one among the Pandavas, he left his work, and I will also leave my work. They don't see your qualification to leave the work. Just they see you are leaving the work, and they will also leave the work, their prescribed duties. Then what will happen? Then what will happen in the whole society? There will be everyone left their karma. Let us assume everyone stopped their duties. Such a big person left their duties. He's not taking care of wife. He's not taking care of children. He's not doing his prescribed Kshatriya activities. And everyone see that only. And they will also follow you. Then what will happen? You are qualified and you left, but they are not qualified. By seeing you, they are also leaving. Then whole chaos in the society. That means they still have so much sense gratification mentality. They are not tolerant for the pain and pleasure. They are not tolerant for the success and failure, and also not doing the karma. So they have a lot of sense gratification tendencies. They need the money to get these objects for the sense gratification. Money are the whatever the objects for the sense gratification. Then they will fight. Then they will quarrel each other. There is big chaos in the society. Whole society will be misguided. So that's why, Arjuna, at least, my dear boy, to set an example to the society, that is another reason he's giving, another strong reason, solid reason. So he is giving, even if you think that you are qualified to leave the karma yoga, Shkam karma yoga, but don't leave that, doing the karma. So that everyone also is taking your example and they will also do strictly their karma. Since you are success in Nishkama Karma Yoga, the result of that karma is not going to bind you. That is not going to bind you. So then what is the problem? That is not going to bind you. So even if you perform karma, so is there any problem? No problem. Good. You do this. Atra sadachara. Loka siksha. Loke siksha grahanardam karma eva kuru. To teach the society. In the case of devotees also like that only. Like Bhaktivinoda Thakur and big people. They are in the pure devotional platform. They are always, their consciousness is dwelling in the spirituality. That means in Sakshat Bhakti, they are either doing Shravanam Kirtan, 24 hours they are doing. Then they are fully surrendered to the Krishna and doing the bhajan. But externally, they do their karma, staying in the family with the children and this and that. Why they are doing? Just to set an example. They are qualified to leave karma. If one is in the pure devotional service, fully surrendered to Krishna, means there is no need to do any karma. And he will never get any sin also by leaving the karma. Like how he is not getting. And similarly, here also person who is in the pure devotional platform, he will not get. But still they do. For what purpose? Loka Sangraharartha. Next. Yadidacariti sreshtaha tattadevetaro janah sayat pramanam kurute lokasadan vartate. He is saying, in society, the top leaders, whatever they do, others also they do that. They follow. This is natural actually. And you are the leader of this society. Being Kshatriya, you are the leader. And leader is leaving the karma, is prescribed duties. Means in other followers, whoever are there, everyone they leave. Everyone they leave their karma. And they will also just roam around. Then whole society will be in the chaos. That's why Yadyat, whatever Sreshtaha means top person. Acharati means performs. Tattadmani, that one only. Itaraha means others. Others follow. Whatever he establishes, that is as what? Pramanam. People take that as pramanam. Pramanam means evidence. So he is left the work and people others, they will keep it as evidence and he will also leave work. Then great problem in the society. So that's why name partha asti kartavyam trishu lokeshu kinchana nanavap na na nanavaptam nanavaptam avaptavyam vartayevacha karmani. He also saying, Are Arjun, I don't need to come this material world. I don't need to do anything because I am transcendental. I am above to these modes. Do I need to do anything here? Karma and achieve something and enjoy? Like living empty? No need. Because Lord is already Atmaram. He is beyond the modes. He is fully in the transcendental. His nature, his own nature, is dwelling in that. He is enjoying with his energies. For him, anything is there to achieve any karma, doing this work and get the result, and so that he can happy. Is it there? Nothing. But still, whenever he comes to this material world, he himself is following the duties. As a Kshatriya, when he was with the Nanda Maharaj, as a Vaishya, how should behave, he is behaving. So why? So Drishtanta, example, to set an example. Otherwise, the lower conscious people, they cannot understand the importance of doing dharma. They will not perform their dharma prescribed duties. If Krishna is only full-fledged rasa is doing every day, then people will not understand importance of dharma. But Krishna will does also all the enjoying activities. He is naturally always enjoying only. But for his devotees' pleasure, for the pleasure of his devotees, he also shows his extraordinary activities. So that's why it looks apparently like beyond the dharma. But dharma is meant for us, for the humans. Lord is beyond the dharma. That also he shows sometimes he is going beyond the dharma. Yeah. What kind of conditions he has actually? No conditions, no sin, nothing. Everything is belongs to him and he enjoys. So that is. Then that's why he is Supreme Lord. He is also like you and me. Then how he can be Supreme Lord? And how can we surrender to him? We cannot surrender to him. Okay. He does both ways. He follows strictly dharma also sometimes. Apparently, the material dharma is beyond material dharma also he shows. That's great. So, name parthasti kartavyam trishu lokeshu. That means in these three planetary systems, he doesn't have any kind of work. Na anavaptavyam avaptavyam. It's not that anything which is not attained by me. There is nothing is there which is not attained by me. Similarly, there is nothing is there which should be attained by me. I have everything. I have everything. If you don't have, then only you have to. Because Antakaran Suddhi is not there, that's why you all should work. And what kind of Antakaran Suddhi I need? I am already pure. But still I do my duties to set an example. Similarly, if you think yourself as perfected himself in Nishkam Karma, you still do. Yadi hyaham navarteyam jatu karmanyatindritaha mama vartmanu vartante manushyaha partha sarvasha. If I don't do my prescribed duties, everyone will follow and they also don't do anything. Then what will happen? They will fall down even. Now, present day, what government is doing? Government is giving so many schemes. For old man, this scheme. For young man, this scheme. For women, this is. For pregnant, for student, for marriage, after marriage, before marriage. So many schemes they are putting and they are giving the free money. Take this money, don't need to do your work and enjoy it. So, is this the right guidance? Is the right way of ruling the society, ruling the country? It's completely bogus. It should not be like that. You should not work anything. Just take my money, take money from the government and enjoy it. But king has to enforce law and order so that everyone should work. So, because everyone want to get some sense gratification, means they has to work. And also they should be taught they should not work for the sense gratification, they should work for the purification of the heart. This should be the society. But now present society situation is very horrible. It's very, very horrible actually. No spiritual understanding of the about no spiritual understanding. Why they are leaving also they don't know. So even the rulers also they don't know. Citizens also they don't know. And so many bogus philosophers came and they started defining the happiness and they are started giving the plans to society how they should be happy. By socialism, by communism, by capitalism, by this ism, by that ism, all these isms are useless isms. Mental speculations who doesn't know how the creation come. They don't know whole the creation and who is the proprietor and who is the Lord. Without that full information, they started giving the solutions to the society and giving the guidance to the society. What is the value of their guidance actually? This Aristotle and that. क्या है? After that, Plato, so many philosophers, Western philosophers, Eastern philosophers, and these innocent people, they are studying their philosophies, and so that they can pass exams and they can get the marks and they can get the job. See how these demons, they are putting their philosophies, another demons' thoughts as syllabus and making innocents to study that. Then only you can get the job. Then only you can work with us. You should become also demon like us. Then you also go away from the Lord. You also leave the knowledge given in the Bhagavad Gita and you learn the philosophy given by demons and become like them. Become like expert in that. Then you can be with us. Then you can do sense gratification. Then you can live in this material world, in this society. Otherwise, you cannot live. There's so much. That means so much is really, you should understand how society is misguided in a mass way, actually. These innocent devotees, they are in a small corner and they are just somehow or other by their mercy, these demons, if they give little job and then I can get this of my food and I can survive myself. Instead of declaring the war and produce your own society, create your own society, that kind of courage we don't have. We are sold out for their grains. It is really very, we are not able to implement the knowledge which is discussed by the Krishna to Arjuna. We are not implementing that. We are not trying for that. Because our master is saying, and but we are not able to. Yeah, we don't have courage. We don't have faith in our own master. Our master is Krishna. Master is teaching to us. But we are not. What kind of we are servant? Darpok hai, darpok. Fear. Yes. So we have to really understand how much we are Krishna conscious. What is the level of? That means we should, of course, karma is not going to give anything. You are the devotee. But to set an example, you should do na. You should establish the way the society should run. That kind of society has to be shown. Not for your sake, but for the innocent mass. Otherwise, innocent mass is completely taken away. They are carried away from the Shastra and Shastric knowledge. And they are fully controlled by the demons. And we are not understanding this, how much society is misguided. In a mass level, the misguiding is happening. So devotees has to get up actually. They have to wake up. They are in the sleeping. Wake up and reformation, revert and overhaul the society. This is a overhauling. Prabhupada wanted overhauling. That is a courageous Acharya. Just declared his mission to entire world. And we are fearful followers, darpok, cowards. Our Acharya is like a lion, Prabhupada and Bhakti Siddhanta. There are lions and they are roaring. And we are meow, meow. Like that we are cats. Prabhupada wanted replace all these universities, bogus universities, and we should train our Shastric way of knowledge. We should teach Varnashram Dharma and make the Varnashram college and train the mass, everyone in the prescribed duties and make them Krishna conscious. Let them work for everyone for the Krishna's pleasure. This is the desire of Srila Prabhupada. Wanted, whole world has to be changed. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, whole world should chant his names. Okay. Krishna himself is saying, if I don't do my duties, what will happen? People also, that means if Krishna is just doing everything as per his enjoyment in the spiritual world, then they misunderstand that. They also think themselves as in the platform of Krishna platform. And they also started doing the rasa with the other women. But Krishna, yeah, he's doing his duties, grazing his cows. Yeah. But he also has to show his transcendental activities. He also shows that. He should show himself as transcendental. So next 24 we will be seeing in the next class. Any questions? Pradeep Kumar. Yes, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Dandavat Pranam.
Pranam.
Prabhu, I have one question is this Sakama Karma Yoga as well as Vikarma. Both the stages are people, when you do the karma, you are doing a sinful activities. So then what we do Nishkama Karma Yoga, can we consider that as equivalent to a karma?
Sakama Karma Yoga and Vikarma you are saying.
Both the Sakama Karma Yoga is karma, what you are doing, and Vikarma, both of the stages are sinful activities, what we do. I'll put it, Prabhu. Sakama Karma Yoga, what we do the activities and then we enjoy the fruit. So that's basically, again, it's a sinful activity.
No, it is not. Sakama Karma means what? He is doing the karma.
Yeah, as per the Varnashram Dharma.
As per the Shastra, with Shastra Vita Karma he is doing Varnashram Dharma.
Yeah.
And he is getting the result and he is enjoying.
But that's a sinful activity.
It's not sinful.
Prabhu.
It's not sinful. No, wait. Please wait, Prabhu. So if we offer that to the demigods and he enjoys, then he is not getting any sin. But without offering to them, if he eats, then he will get sin.
Okay. And Vikarma is a sinful life itself.
Vikarma is the activity itself is sinful. Here, activity is not sinful, but if he doesn't offer, because they are giving, if he doesn't do 5 yajnas, if he simply takes it and enjoy, then he will incur the sin actually. He will be deeply into going to the sinful life.
Because probably the third chapter, the 13th shloka says, whatever is not offered to Vishnu and you eat, you are verily eating sin.
Yes. That's why if he doesn't offer, stena eva saha. That means offering demigods and offering to the Lord.
Okay.
Even in this offering also, if someone offers to the demigods, they are in the lower consciousness. If someone offers to the Vishnu, they are in the higher consciousness. Both will not get this sin.
Oh, okay. But then you are bound by the reactions of whatever the activity
but you are bounded. You are bounded.
Yeah. And probably when I come to Nishkama Karma Yoga, so you are not bound by any reactions. So can we consider that as equivalent to a karma?
Yeah. If If that is it's equal to the non-doing. Equal to the not doing. Since there is no
Okay, but
reaction. Yes.
yeah. So when we say akarma, so whatever the bhakti yoga which people do, then that is same as akarma only. Because you're not bound by any reactions. It's only that what you are doing is Krishna conscious.
So if you come to the right side, this side.
Yeah.
So in this side, you are doing the karma.
Yeah.
You are offering that to the Lord. Complete with the love.
Yeah.
Then that is not going to bind them.
Okay.
Here also offering. Both in the both cases, here and here. There is no reaction. There is no binding. Because that is given to the Krishna.
So then that is a stage of bhakti.
They are doing offering. This is also type of bhakti, but it is not higher. This is what here Nishkam Karma is offering to the Vishnu. Because of that little amount of offering of that activity, so they are getting the purification of the heart.
Okay.
These people are getting the love and surrenderance here.
Understood, Prabhu. Thank you. Prabhu, I have one more question. This Bhagavad Gītā was spoken by Lord Krishna with Arjuna about 45 minutes to 1 hour. And how it was divided into 18 chapters, and who divided this one? Like Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Sankhya Yoga.
Vyasdev divided.
Vyasdev, okay.
Vyasa, that's why Vyasa means divider. The one who divides is known as Vyasa.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
He divides and makes the syllabus so that everyone can understand.
Understand.
Okay. Any questions? We should become real loyal servants of Srila Prabhupada. So we should become very courageous and we should not become bodily attached and should not be attached to the comforts. So whatever is said in the Shastra, to implement that, one has to become more and more surrendered actually. Surrenderance is important. We are not surrendering. Instead of surrendering, we are manipulating the philosophy and trying to make it comfortable to us. So they are trying to fit it for their comfortable zone. This is the problem. This is also cheating. Cheating should not be there. So instead of surrendering, cheating people are doing. That's not good. Surrendering means you are ready to do anything, to set an example or whatever Krishna likes, we are ready to do that. Okay, thank you very much. Any questions or any comments? If not, we will take. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyev cha patitanam pavanebhyo
वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः।
अनंत कोटि वैष्णव भक्तवृंद की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय,
प्रभुपाद की जय।
गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि।